It's funny what you can accomplish if you care enough about solving a problem and it means something to you to solve. If it's just another script to put in or another thing to put in, well, then that's fine. And you'll be great at your job. But like what usually causes people to innovate is they care about a problem enough to figure out what they have to figure out. I went to school to be a teacher. Like I'm horrible with code. I'm not good at that stuff. But once Excel started breaking, I went to community college and started learning SQL. Right? I'm a CEO of a massive company. Like I'm in a community college taking SQL classes because I cared enough about solving a problem that Excel kept breaking on me for. You know, I think people figure out what tools they need once they care enough about a problem. Yeah. So, you know, the person that runs that at Sear, she, I'm trying to think what tools she uses. It's just, I forget them all, but it's like, there's a couple of interview tools, a couple of survey tools for us to find the right kind of folks. But it's not like I went out and got some crazy like researcher who's got this deep background. I just found somebody who cared about saying like, shouldn't we do a better job at this? And then once I let her go and gave her the budget, she's taken it further than anything that I could have.
The first question before thinking about hiring somebody is where are you going to focus? Because while I agree with Will that you have to care, there are limitations to the human mind. If you are trying to care about every problem in the world that every client has in the world, then you're only going to get so far. But if you differentiate, if you focus and you say, I'm going to start looking at problems and dedicating myself to this particular industry who goes after this particular client, the more focused you are, the more your brain is on a learning curve that you're eventually going to figure out some insights that other people haven't figured out. So back to your question, Fred, on who you should hire. The first question is, what kind of knowledge are you banking on that you're going to have that no one else is going to have? And when you answer that question, then you go hire people that either have that knowledge or have a particular personality type or skill set to gain that knowledge.
I think it's very interesting to come across someone who is like, I've done this same way for the past 5 years. This new thing that I might need to learn and train on, I'm not interested in. So yeah, that's very close-minded way of doing things. And with, you know, a lot of what I think is what's really important to gauge in an interview process is a person's attitude, not necessarily their aptitude or their skill level of where they are, what their attitude is to an industry that is ever changing, how future focused they can be, how adaptable they can be to the change that is inevitably going to happen, and their willingness to learn something new, and their willingness to think deeper into a problem than what they're possibly the level that they're being hired for.